Here, lads, East Proctor, and all about the moors. I go east from here.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. You have lovely sheep.
Boys, keep off the moors. Stay on the road. Good luck to you.
Thanks again.
Those sheep crapped all over my back. You cold?
I'm freezing.
Good.
Say, Jack,
David.
you're not having a good time, are you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, look around. Isn't this a lovely place?
Well, I like it here.
My bad. Northern England first, Rome later, right?
Sure.
Do you think she'll meet me there?
I think Debbie Klein is a mediocre person.
Debbie Klein is not mediocre. She is one of the best minds of all time.
She is a jerk.
You're talking about the woman I love.
I'm talking about the girl you want to... Never mind.
Well, still, do you think she'll meet me there?
I don't know.
A rendezvous wrong, starring Jack Goodman and Debbie Klein. A love affair that's shocking. A love affair at its most explicit. Watch as Jack and Debbie express their love in the sacred halls of the Vatican. Never have to scream there.
No, it's fascinating. You could spend so much energy on someone so dull. What are you so worried about Debbie Klein for you? There'll be plenty of girls in this group.
Say knock knock.
Knock knock?
Who's there?
Who?
Do you not get the joke?
What?
Okay, let me just try again. Say knock knock.
Okay. Who's there?
No. You say knock knock.
No. Knock knock.
The slaughtered lamb.
Of course the slaughtered lamb. Why else would they have a severed fox's head on a spear as their symbol?
That's a wolf's head?
Of course the slaughtered lamb. Why else would they have a severed wolf's head on a spear as their symbol?
And that's not a spear, it's a pike.
A severed wolf's head on a pike is their symbol.
David, I want you to know that no matter what happens in there, it's your fault.
Yeah, I assume.
I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble along the way. Don't go around tonight, well it's bound to take you alive. There's a bad moon on the rise.
Hello?
Nice to meet you.
It's very cold outside. May we come in?
Thank you.
Sorry. Sit down.
Hello, ma'am. Do you have any hot soup?
No.
Do you have any hot coffee?
No.
A hot chocolate crab.
We have spirits and beer. If it's something hot you want, you can have tea.
So you have some hot tea?
No.
Oh.
But I can heat some up for you if you'd like.
Yes, please. Nice looking group we got here.
Listen, at least it's warm in here.
Look at that.
What about
It's a 5-point star.
it? Maybe the owners are from Texas?
Watch this.
What?
Remember the Alamo?
I beg your pardon?
He was joking. Thank you.
I remember the Alamo. I saw it once in London, Leicester Square.
She means in the theater. That spaghetti western with John Wayne.
Oh, yeah. The one with Lawrence Harvey and everybody died in it. It was bloody.
Bloody awful, if you ask me. Hey, Denise, Kevin, you hear about the crashing airplane?
No, but we're about to.
Quiet, you, and let me speak.
Hush.
Oh, all right, I shan't tell it then.
Oh, come on, tell us.
No, you've had your chance.
Tell us.
Ask them if the kids before.
Oh, all right. So there's this plane going over the Atlantic, all the way to New York. It's carrying men from the United Nations.
That's very funny, that is.
Quiet you and let me speak.
Here.
You ask them.
So halfway over the ocean, the engines start to run low on petrol, and so we have to lighten the load.
Listen, that's a pentangle, a 5-pointed star. It's used in witchcraft, launching Junior and Universal, maintaining the mark on the Wolfman.
I see. You want me to ask these people if they're burning candles to ward off monsters.
Right!
Wrong.
Remember the Alamo!
Excuse me. What's that stone on the wall for?
You've made me miss.
I'm sorry?
I've never missed the board before.
Jack, we better go.
What do you mean I'm starving?
There's no food here.
Come on, Jack, shall we go?
Apparently so.
You can't let them go.
How much do we owe you?
Nothing, lads. Go. May God.
Thank you.
You just can't let them go.
Go! Stay on the road. Clear the moors.
Yes, well, thanks again.
You can't let them go. Not tonight, under that moon.
Should the world know of our business?
It's murder, then.
Then murder it is.
Beware the moon!
Come on, freezing. That was weird. I guess leaving was the best idea.
I don't know. Now that we're out here and it's 3 degrees outside, I'm not so sure. Would I rather be facing that bloodthirsty mob?
Well, not quite a bloodthirsty mob.
What do you think was wrong?
I have no idea.
You think it was something supernatural?
Right, and they were too embarrassed to talk about it because they felt so silly. Please, don't rain. Of course.
Say, David.
I'm well aware of how pleasant the weather is in Rome at the current time. Thank you.
Santa Lucia! Santa Lucia!
Perhaps they'll be safe in the rain.
No one brought them here. No one wanted them here.
You could have told them.
Are you daft? And what would they think? They think us mad.
Listen. Did you hear that? We must go to them.
I heard nothing.
I heard that. What the hell was that?
Could be lots of things.
Yeah, like what?
Coyote,
Coyotes don't live in England.
the town of the Bastards.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff?
Heathcliff didn't how, you idiot.
Yeah, but he was on the moors.
It's a full moon. And we're in the moon? My God. I hope we go back to the sun over there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is that?
I don't know. Come on.
Come on, where?
Anywhere. I think we should just keep moving.
It's moving! It's circling us! Get the shields. Holy Mother Moses!
It's in front of us. It's looking at us grave.
Do you think it's some sort of starter zone? Oh my God, what is that?
Sheepdog or something. Turn slowly. Let's walk away.
Good one. Wanna know one? Yeah. Good job. You
Man,
really scared me, idiot.
you gonna help me up? Jack! Oh my gosh, Jack! Jack!
Mr. Kessler? Mr. Kessler? Is he all right? Yes, I think so. He called out just now.
Attractive fellow. He's an American, you know.
Chart says he's from some little town in California, Merced.
Miss Gallagher, Miss Price is quite right.
Dr. Hurst, Mr. Kessler cried out just a minute ago.
Nurse Gallagher, don't you perform some function here at this hospital?
Yes, doctor.
Then get on with it. Can I be of service of you?
Yes, doctor?
Go fetch Mr. Collins.
Yes, sir.
Miss Price, what exactly did he call out?
He said Jack.
That would be Jack Goodman, the boy who was killed.
What happened to them?
Police reports say an escaped lunatic. Boy was torn to shreds. Let's take a look at the wounds. Hello, David. I'm Dr. Hirsch, and this is a countryman of yours, Mr. Collins.
Where am I?
You're in a hospital in London.
London? Where's Jack? I had a strange dream.
I would think so after your quite traumatic experiences.
The guy I was with. Is he alright? How did I get to London?
Now, David, I want you to prepare yourself. Your friend's dead.
What? Jack's dead?
Hello, Mr. Kessler. I am Mr. Collins of the American Embassy here in Grosvenor Square. Both Mr. Goodman's parents and your parents have been notified of your injuries and everything is in order.
Everything's in order? What are you talking about?
Mr. Goodman's body has been air freighted back to Merced for burial, and your parents have wired funds for your stay in the hospital until you are well enough to fly home.
You don't just train ship Jack like some side of beef. Who are you people? What is going on here? Where's Jack? I demand to see him.
Mr. Price, Mr. Price!
Get your hands off me! What is going on here?
Now, Mr. Kessler, try not to excite yourself. Everything has been arranged. I shall come back to check up on you and send a report back to your parents. And the police have requested to interview you, and I've given them permission to do so.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. He'll rest now. He has quite a shock.
These kids never appreciate anything you do for them.
How long have I been here?
You were brought in 2 weeks ago when you were unconscious.
2 weeks?
You suffered some rather severe lacerations, some internal bruises, lost a bit of blood, some dual scars against the both stuff, black and blue for a while, but nothing too serious. Must have been one mad lunatic.
Lunatic?
Yes. Now, we've given you a strong sedative, so rest well now.
It wasn't a lunatic.
I beg your pardon?
It was a wolf.
A what?
A wolf.
A wolf. Did he just say a wolf?
Yes, I believe he did.
Hello, Dr. Hirsch. Oh, hell, but Roger's so terribly boring. Yes, dear. Dinner Thursday at 8 with boring Roger Matheson. Yes, if I survived the Romo, I could survive another excruciating evening with boring Roger Matheson. Bye.
Lieutenant Villers and Sergeant McManus are here to see you, Doctor.
Dr. Hirsch?
Yes, come in. Some tea?
No, thank you.
I like to tea, please. Oh, not tea later.
It'll be no problem.
Well, if it's no problem.
No, thank you, Doctor.
Very well. What can I do for Scotland Yard?
We hear that the Kessler boy has regained consciousness. Sorry.
Has Mr. Kessler said anything concerning the attack on the Moors?
Hold on. Yes?
Roger Matheson, Doctor.
What? Here?
He's on the telephone.
Tell him out! No! Tell him I passed away from some old war wound or something. Tell him I'm dead! And no more calls!
Sounds like a lovely fellow.
As you were saying?
Has David Kessler anything to say concerning the attack on the Moors?
He may be a bit sleepy still, but why don't we ask him ourselves? Hello, David. These are some officers from Scotland Yard to cross-examine your story with the citizens of East Proctor.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kessler. We have here that Jack Goodman and yourself were out on the moors and you were attacked by what the villagers described as a crazed man.
I'm sorry to conflict with your report, but Jack and I were not attacked by a man.
So we've been told you've said.
The boy may have a point, Lieutenant. I mean, 2 strong boys may be able to handle 1 man.
Sergeant McManus! Are you suggesting that David and Jack were in fact attacked by some animal and that the official on the East Proctors conspired to keep it a secret? We have an autopsy report on the murder shot in the act by local police. We have 2 witnesses to the crime. You'll forgive me, Mr. Kessler, if I consider your testimony as coming from someone who's gone through a terrible shock.
The boy seems pretty lucid to me, Aunt.
And what, Sergeant?
Well, I don't rightly know, Mom. Ma'am.
That's precisely my point. David, as far as we're concerned, the matter is closed. We won't trouble you any further. Good day. Doctor?
Inspector.
Doctor?
Sergeant.
David?
McManus!
There were witnesses?
So they say.
How could have there been witnesses? It was so dark. We were running when I fell and Jack went to help me up. And then this thing came out of nowhere. I don't understand what they're talking about.
I'm sure it'll all come out to you.
Doctor, my memory is fine. It's my sanity I'm beginning to worry about.
Very well. Perhaps a distraction. Miss Price,
Yes, Doctor?
haven't we a record player someplace around here?
I have something that will suffice.
Very well then. I charge you with this young man's mental health. Now, David, I place you in good hands. Rest well.
Come on, Mr. Kessler, let's get you situated. I know you're in pain. It's okay to rest. All right. Good night. Sweet dreams.
phone, Benjamin.
No.
Benjamin?
No.
Please?
No.
Benjamin?
No.
What would your mother say?
No.
Your mother would say no?
No.
Benjamin, give me the phone.
No.
Is that your phone?
No.
Don't make me do this. No! Oh my, Benjamin! Thank you. Everything's looking good. Now, take these.
No.
Benjamin.
No.
Right. Are you feeling better now?
No.
Of course you're not. The doctor will be around later. Would you like a picture book or something to look at?
No.
Of course. Mr. Kessler,
Yes?
you haven't eaten your food.
I'm not very hungry, thank you.
Bad dreams again?
Do you have bad dreams?
Everyone does now and then.
Yeah, but do they dream of eating Bambi?
Bambi. So, you are hungry. I'm afraid this isn't deer, but you have to eat something.
Please, really, I'm not hungry.
You put me in an awkward position, Mr. Kessler.
How is that?
Well, you're supposed to take these after you've eaten. Now, what kind of nurse would I be if I failed in so simple a task as giving out some pills?
Leave the pills. I'll take them later.
Sorry.
Come on, Miss Price.
Call me Alex.
Oh, come on, Alex.
Shall I be forced to feed you, David?
Call me David.
Yeah, I did call you David. David? Yeah. Don't make me do this, David. Come on.
May I have a glass of water? You're quite beautiful, you know.
I think you should focus on eating your food.
I was. What are you reading?
A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court by Mark Twain.
Is it any good?
I just started it. My friend gave it to me. So, was Jack Goodman a friend of yours?
He was my best friend. My very best friend.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Shall I read to you?
What? Oh, yes, please.
This is after the preface, I believe, but before chapter 1. You okay?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
A word of explanation. It was in Warwick Castle that I came across the curious stranger whom I am going to talk about. He attracted me by 3 things. His candid simplicity, his marvelous familiarity with ancient armor, and the restlessness company. For he did all talk to me. We fell together as one peaceful garden with the very strange
together on our street are filled.
David! David, oh God! David, please help me!
Jack! Jack, I'm here. Where are you? Jack, where am I? Mom? Dad? What? Yes. I'm so sorry.
Don't be silly. Let's get you back to your bed. It's morning already, though my shift does end soon. I'll bust the doctor.
Keep me company for a while?
I can stay a little while longer.
Mr. Kessler, seems the dreams keep on bothering you.
I keep having these really terrible dreams. They seem to be getting worse. I can't seem to stop them.
And you've never had bad dreams before?
Sure, as a kid, but never so real, never so bizarre.
Did you get a good look at the man who attacked you?
I told you, it wasn't a man. It was an animal, a big wolf or something. A rabid dog.
Yes.
Look, Dr. Hirsch, I know I've been traumatized, but Jack was torn apart. A man can't do that with his bare hand.
You'd be surprised what horrors a man is capable of.
Well, did you see Jack?
No, in fact, your lacerations were clean and dressed before you arrived here.
Did you talk to the police in East Proctor? Did the cops go to the slaughtered lamb?
I really don't know.
Then why are you so quick to disbelieve me? You yourself said it must have taken incredible strength to tear apart a person like that.
Please, David, the police are satisfied. If there's some big beast roaming northern England, we'd seen it on the telly by now.
You really think I'm crazy, don't you?
David, werewolves were invented by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and if you'd read the bloody book, you'd find out that Hometown is House of Hell, a fraud, a fake. Now, David, when you go back to America, I want you to seek out a psychiatrist or a psychologist. And please, remain sane, at least you're until no longer our problem.
Dr. Hirsch?
Yes, David.
I'd rather not be by myself.
Of course not. Miss Price will be here.
David, look, your dreams will stop. You'll leave England and all of your bad memories, and then this will all just fade away.
Will you come with me?
What?
I'm serious. You don't know me, and I know nothing about you. We have the perfect relationship.
Now, David, I said I would keep you company, but I meant right here and now.
Will you think about it?
How did we get from your bad dreams to me running off with a patient?
Not just a patient, me. Forgive me. I'm just trying to cheer myself up.
It's Florence Nightingale effect, that's all.
No, I'm embarrassed.
Good. I thought I was the only embarrassed one in the room.
Where were we on that book?
Here. I've dog-eared the page. Keep yourself distracted and I'll make my rounds. Oh, and here comes breakfast.
Ah, you're up. Good morning and a good day to you. Quite a meal for you here. Bacon, oatmeal, orange juice, and pretzel jam. Good stuff there. Now, eat it up and I'll be back for the dishes when you finish.
Good morning. Please, sir, I want some more.
Can I have a piece of toast? It's nice to see you again, David.
Get out of here, Jack!
Thanks a lot.
This is too much. I can't handle this.
Listen, I know I'm not a great looking sight, but I thought you'd be glad to see me. David, you're hurting my feelings.
Hurting your feelings? Has it occurred to you that it may be a little unsettling to have my best friend rise from the grave and eat my breakfast? Listen to me, I'm talking to a hamburger.
And I'm sorry to be upsetting you, David, but I had to come.
Aren't you supposed to be buried someplace in California?
Yeah, your parents came to my funeral. I was surprised with how many people came.
Why should you be surprised, Jack? You're a very well-liked person.
Debbie Klein cried a lot.
I can't stand it.
So you know what she does? She's so grief-stricken, she runs to find solace in Rudy Levine's arms.
Rudy Levine? The schmuck?
Life mocks me, even in death.
I'm going completely crazy.
David!
What?
David, now I know this may be hard for you, but I have to warn you.
Warn me? Will you get out of here, you meatloaf?
We were attacked by a werewolf.
I'm not listening.
On the moors, we were attacked by a little girl, a werewolf.
Shut up, you zombie!
I was murdered. An unnatural death, and now I shall walk here limbo till the werewolf crucifixion.
What is wrong with you? Shut up!
The werewolf's bloodline must be severed. The last living werewolf must be destroyed.
Will you be quiet?
It's you, David.
What?
You survived the attack, and now you shall carry the curse.
What are you talking about? I won't accept this. Get out! Get out!
You'll stalk the streets of London, a creature of the night.
You're talking like Boris Karloff. It's movie dialogue.
David, please believe me. You will kill people, David.
Nurse!
Listen to me.
Nurse!
The supernatural, the powers of darkness, it's all true. You'll have to die, David. Join me.
Nurse! Oh gosh, Alex!
It's cold, David. I'm so alone. I'm surrounded by the undead. Have you ever talked to a voice? It's boring, and I'm lonely.
Leave me alone.
You'll have to die, David, to prevent the death of all the others. Please stop crying. Please stop crying.
Get away from me!
Beware the moon, David.
Alex! I'm a werewolf!
Oh, what? Are you feeling better now?
I'll let you know the next full moon.
You're gonna be let go in 2 days. Are you sure you're gonna be all right?
My friend Jack was just here.
Your dead friend, Jack.
Yeah, he says he'll become a monster in 2 days. What do you think?
What do I think about visits from your dead friends? Or the possibility of you turning into a monster in 2 days?
I was dreaming again?
I would think so.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah. Werewolves just don't exist.
You know, Alex, I don't have an apartment in London.
You don't?
No. I was thinking, you know, maybe you have a place to stay?
Yeah, I have a place to stay. I mean, yeah. But what are you suggesting, David?
Can I stay at your house?
Of course.
Hit it!
With the stars up above in your eyes, and fabulous nights to make romance, neath the cover of October skies, and all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. You know I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that place out below. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. You know the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. And I just have one more moment with you, my love. And I just make some more romance with you, my love.
I haven't shown you my apartment yet. The kitchen,
Very nice.
closet,
Charming.
bathroom,
Lovely.
and the bedroom.
There's only one bed.
I never got around to getting another.
Alex,
Yes?
fall in love with me?
Full moon is in 2 days. Seems rather quick to fall in love.
British food. She makes good fish, you know. You'd think I like brains, but I'm not that kind of zombie. I'm more of a harbinger of death, I guess. Enjoying the show? Do zombies eat popcorn with their fingers? I don't know. No, they eat their fingers separately. Hey, I can. What do you call a zombie that can't wake up in the morning? What? A teenager. Okay. Last one. Why did the zombie go to the hospital? Why? None of you guys know any of these. Because he wanted to learn a few sick jokes. I miss
You're not real.
Don't be an a-hole, David. Come here.
What are you doing here?
I came here to see you.
Okay, you've seen me. Now go away.
David, I'm sorry I upset you yesterday, okay? But you have to understand what's going on.
Oh, I understand, all right. You're one of the undead and I'm a werewolf.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Jack.
David, tomorrow night is the full moon. You'll change and you'll become
a monster. I know.
So please, David, believe me.
Jack, are you really dead?
What do you think?
I think I lost my mind. I think you're not real. I think I'm asleep and you're a part of another bad dream.
You have to understand, David.
What, Jack? That tomorrow night beneath the full moon, I'll sprout hair and fangs and eat people? Bullcrap!
The canines will be real, and you'll taste real blood. Damn it, David, please believe me. You'll kill and make others like me. I'm not having a nice time here, David.
I will not accept this. Now go away!
David, please, this is not pretend.
I will not be threatened by a walking meatloaf.
What's going on? I heard voices.
It was just me, Alex. It was just me.
Something for a very cold man.
Hello there, what can I get for you?
Soda would be nice.
Sorry.
Water will suffice. Thanks 1,000. Strange business with those two American boys.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? Near here? Escaped lunatic?
And where'd you say you were from, sir?
London. Night takes upon.
What? Oh, yes.
What's that?
Oh, that's been there for 200 years. We were gonna paint it out, but it's traditional, so we left it.
Yes. So, you've heard nothing of this incident?
Incident?
The murder.
What are you, a cop?
No, hardly. I'm a doctor at the hospital the Kessler boy was brought into. He was talking about monsters and werewolves. And I was nearby, so I thought.
You thought what?
I thought I'd come by and check out his story.
A story about werewolves? I mean, really, sir.
Give him a chance.
The boy's in danger.
Pardon?
They shouldn't have come here, and the moon's almost full. They'll kill more people there. That's enough!
That is enough.
I think that's checkmate, Doctor.
Very well then. I'll see my way out.
promised favor?
Anything.
Tell me that it's silly of me to think I'll turn into a werewolf?
It's silly for you to be apprehensive.
Werewolves simply don't exist.
David, do you want me to stay here tonight?
Yeah, I do, but go to work.
Okay. If you get too anxious, call me at the hospital, all right?
Okay.
I'm off. There's food in the fridge.
See you later.
A picture lizard that got away from all hope.
Jack? I'm not hungry.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Rah,
He's not not there.
He's not?
Has David persisted in his werewolf fantasies?
Well, yes, but he seems more upset by the death of his friend.
Has his friend come to visit him?
Yes.
What has he said?
He says Jack comes to warn him.
Warn him?
Dr. Hirsch, what's wrong? Is this more serious than I know?
I tried to go investigate the attack. They've misplaced the records. The files are gone. David's lacerations were clean and dressed before he even arrived here, and yet no other doctor seen him before I. The Goodman boys are already shipped and buried, so he's no good to us. So I went down to East Proctor. I was convinced of two things.
Yes?
There was no escaped lunatic. No witnesses. The whole village of East Proctor is hiding the truth of what happened down there.
And what else?
The whole village of East Proctor is hiding a deep and dark secret. And like David, they also believe in this werewolf.
Dr. Hirsch!
Not on all fours and howling to the moon, but in such a deranged state where he may hurt himself or others.
What shall we do?
Let's call the police and see if they can help us find our wandering boy.
Tea?
Yes, sir? I've been meaning to ask you something. Yes, Harry? Shall I walk you home? No.
Do it.
It's just down the way. I should be fine. Well, all right then. It really has been a nice night. Take care, Judy.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Harry. Right. Hey, Judy, wait up! Would you walk me home? I'm afraid of things are like we're both the night. Show Harry. I'll protect you.
Old Winston smells something. Who's there? Let him go!
Great dog, that.
Look,
-5. It's really chilly tonight, dear.
Something out there. Something in the bushes.
That was Winston. Where's he gone off to?
I thought he went off that way. Usually catches whatever's bothering him and is right back. He's been gone too long.
We better go look for him. Spread out, boys.
Hello? Someone there? I can assure you, this is not in the least bit amusing. I so want this.
Is anyone there? It's too dark to tell. Look! What's that there? There! Well, go on then, pick it up.
It appears to be an arm.
That wasn't Winston.
Who's there? Look, somebody's down there.
Winston?
Winston!
Winston?
Winston! Your boy!
Thank you, Judy. I really did have a good day. My flight is just to the top. I'm glad you asked me, Harry. It's been a wonderful night. Did you see that? Just now? Yes.
Is that a... Jesus, Mary, and Joseph! Joseph!
Hey, kid! Little boy with the balloons! Come over here. If you come over here, I'll give you £1. 2 pounds? Listen, 2 pounds is a lot of money. It's almost $5. I'm the famous balloon thief.
Why would a famous balloon thief want to give me 2 pounds?
Come over here and I'll show you. Come on. Thank you.
Okay, honey.
David! Where have you been? I brought your clothes. You left them all over the floor. Where did you get that coat?
Alex, I lost my mind. I woke up at the zoo. But you know what? I feel terrific.
The zoo?
Waking up at the zoo? That's not so insane. Having no clothes on? I mean, come on, that's insane. What did I do last night, Alex?
Don't you remember?
I said goodbye to you. I turned on the radio and then I was at the zoo. I guess I am out of my mind.
Come on, let's go to Dr. Hirsch. He'll know what to do.
I don't know why I feel so good. Wait. Yeah. No, really, I genuinely have no idea why I feel so good. I mean, I haven't felt this good in a long time. My body feels so alive, so active, so alert. I feel like an athlete.
It's like the Mad Bob on the Fleet Street now, isn't it?
I beg your pardon?
The murders!
What murders?
What murders?
Haven't you heard on the telly? 6 people were murdered.
Mutilated, more like.
A real maniac, this one.
6 people mutilated? It had to be me, Alex.
David, stop.
I'm going to the cops. The full moon is tonight. Jack was right.
Jack is dead.
Jack is dead. Now listen, 6 people have been killed. I'm going to the police.
David, please be rational.
Rational? I'm a werewolf, for goodness sake. Officer, I killed those people last night.
You did you?
I'm sorry, officer. He's just playing a stupid joke.
What?
He's being silly.
I swear, I don't know this girl.
All right, you two, move along.
Come on, David, let's go.
Hey, Krupke, I want you to arrest me.
Now, there's no call for that kind of language.
Queen Elizabeth is a tart. This Charles is a drinking, loving American. Winston Churchill was full of it.
Now, you see here, young man.
Shakespeare was French.
David, let's go now.
Will you shut up? I'm trying to save everyone.
You are enough of this disturbance, or I shall arrest you.
That's what I want you to do, you moron.
David.
You're not going to arrest me? Don't you think you should arrest me?
Well, how's he sure this isn't some sort of prank?
A prank?
I've no time for this foolishness. Nothing to see here. Move along.
David.
Hopeless. It's hopeless.
Let's go to Dr. Hirsch.
Leave me alone! You people are crazy! I gotta get away from here. I gotta do something.
David, don't lose control.
Control? What control? Get away from me. Leave me alone.
David, wait.
we must find him before nightfall.
Precisely.
Gentlemen, please. We shall find Mr. Kessler as quickly as we're able to. Hello? Hello.
Miss Price, have you seen David?
Yes, he woke up at the zoo.
That's crazy.
Have you read the paper? Have you seen the telly?
The paper, he tried to have himself arrested.
Getting arrested isn't all that difficult, Miss Price.
What can we do to help?
He's trying to help.
Stay here. If we need you, we'll know where to reach you. I cannot accept the connection between David Kessler and last night's murders. We will find him, however. I can assure you of that.
We'll find him, I promise.
What shall we do?
Some tea would be nice.
Yes, operator. I'd like to make a call to the United States to reverse the charges. David Kessler, for anyone. Yes, I'll wait. Hello? Yes. Area code 209-365-4702. Thank you. Hello? Rachel? Just say yes, you'll accept the charges. Just say yes, Rachel. Is Mom or Dad home? Where are they? Where's Max? You're all alone? Mom and Dad would never leave me home alone when I was 10. No, not 10 and a half either. I'm still in London. I'm all better. Look, could you tell Mom and Dad that I love them? I don't care, Rachel, please. Just do it for me. Okay? Thank you. And Rachel, don't fight with Max. Well, try. Look, kid, please, don't forget to tell Mom and Dad that I love them. I love Max and you too. Well, I do. No, I'm not being weird, you little creep. You promise? Okay, I love you. Goodbye. Hi, Jack.
Hi, David.
What can I say, Jack?
You don't have to say anything.
Aren't you gonna say I told you so?
If I were still alive, I probably would.
You look awful.
Thank you.
I didn't mean it. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not even sure if it was me who killed those people. I don't remember doing it.
And what about the zoo?
Well, even if I'm not the wolf man, I am crazy enough to do something like that. I mean, here I sit in Leicester Square talking to a corpse.
Speaking of corpses, David Kessler, this was your night! The first victim of your carnivorous lunar activities, a man simply trying to make his way home on the bus and see his wife and several children. Please give a large hand for Gerald Brinkley!
Let's not get out of hand. I'm bloody awful, not to mention pretty gutless.
Why are you doing this to me, Jack?
And yet, there's still more. A lovely couple telling all the way from Edinburgh they were going to have a June wedding. Please give a warm welcome to Miss Harry Berman and Judith Brown. victims that didn't deserve it. World War II veterans down on their luck, simply trying to enjoy the warmth of the evening fire. Please give a warm welcome to Alf, Ted, and Joseph. And then, of course, we can't forget about the band.
What shall I do?
End the curse, David. Join us. It's the only way.
That's easy for you to say. You're already dead.
No, David. Harry, I, and everyone else you murdered aren't dead. We're the undead.
Jack, why are you doing this to me? Because this has to stop. You have to come with us.
I just can't do it.
Let him choke.
Do you mind? This is a friend of yours.
Well, ain't no friend of mine. He's a poor wench out there without a soul to care for him.
Gentlemen, please. I have children I've left behind.
I could have finally been a bride.
You're all so very good.
And tell them to bring the silver bullets.
Nurse Galvin said that there's a disturbance in Leicester Square.
What's going on here?
There's a werewolf, man. We haven't locked the theater, but I don't know how long we can hold it for. I sent for the silver bullets.
Werewolf! What are you from, East Proctor? Don't be damned!
David!
Listen to reason.
David! It's David! Let me